Hey guys, I've created this video for those who are feeling a lot of overwhelm, a lot of emotion, a lot of maybe anxiety or feeling anxious with what is happening and what we're seeing happening in the world at the moment. So I hear you, I've been feeling a lot of overwhelm, and it's something that I've needed as a reminder, to a practice to come back to remind my nervous system that because we're not just hearing about the suffering and everything that's happening, we're watching it on our phones right in front of our face, and our nervous system doesn't differentiate that to you actually experiencing it. So that might be why you're feeling a lot of strong emotions, and hopefully you are able to practice this somewhere where you are safe and where you can take some time to focus inwards, bring yourself back to a regulated and calm state, connect with yourself so you can show up for the rest of your day how you want to. So we're going to run through some breathing, a couple of yin poses of yoga, and then another quick breath work, and I'll let you get back on with your day, hopefully feeling a lot more regulated, a lot more calm and grounded, and being able to hold a little bit more. Okay, so sitting in a comfortable position, however that looks like for you, just making sure that your spine is tall and straight, your shoulders are down, relaxed, your hands can just relax anywhere on your knees, and then bringing one hand to your chest and one to the belly, and just creating a bit of firmness, pressing just a little bit, just so you can feel your body, feel that contact. And this is just helping us with everything else we're going to be doing today to drop into our bodies and out of our swirling minds. And starting to invite some soft, deep breathing through the nose if you can. Might take a little while to get there. Acknowledging where you are. You taking the time for yourself to look after yourself. We'll just take a couple of more rounds here. Breathing deep into the belly. And on your next inhale, filling all the way up. And sighing it out. Slowly opening your eyes, releasing your hands down to a comfortable position. And we're moving into Sitari pranayama, or cooling breath. So with your tongue, if you can roll your tongue like a taco, and on the inhale, we're going to breathe in through that channel, through the tongue. If you can't do that, because a lot of people can't roll their tongue in that way, you get the same benefit by just closing the front of your teeth together, like so, and then breathing in through the teeth. So if you do that, or if you're breathing in through the tongue, you should feel that feels like a very cool breath coming in. And this is a great way, when you're physically hot as well, if you have a fever, to help cool your body and calm your nervous system. It helps as well when we're feeling that anger, that frustration, just to help us cool down, calm our nervous system. So on the inhale, it's either through the tongue or through the teeth. And on the exhale, we can just close the mouth and gently exhale through the nose. So inhale through the rolled tongue. If that's not there for you, through the teeth, closed teeth. And on the exhale, through the nose. So we're going to do 5 rounds of that. So just coming to a comfortable position, maybe closing your eyes if that's there. And let's go with the 5 rounds. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And I'll let you finish the next 3 on your own. When you've finished your 5 cooling breaths, slowly opening your eyes. So before moving into our yoga sequence, we're just going to practice some acupressure. So finding pericardium 6. So this is a great pressure point on our body to hold when we are feeling overwhelmed, when we're feeling stressful, for when we're feeling anxious. So it's a great one that we can do anywhere. You don't have to be on the mat or in a quiet place to do. So to find pericardium 6, if you hold your kind of wrist up, if I hold my hand like that, now on the side, your wrist on the side of the thumb, what you're going to do is with your 3 fingers, place 3 fingers just directly below where the thumb meets the wrist, and on that bottom finger, if you can feel between where the bone meets the ligament there should be like a little dip. That's pericardium 6. So you can place your thumb there. You can bring that down. And we're not pressing to bruise. We're just going to gently press in. Maybe you would like to do some small circles. Maybe you would just like to hold it still. And pericardium 6, we'll be focusing on meridians through our yin sequence. I'll explain the benefits for what we are releasing and balancing. In the stillness here, just again, if it feels safe to do so, closing down the eyes. And just letting yourself know and telling yourself that you are safe. Letting yourself know where you are. Are you at home? Are you in your bedroom? Are you at a friend's house, a parent's house? It's letting yourself know that it's okay to be overwhelmed. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of people that are feeling this way. You're not alone. Just over the next few breaths, letting yourself know in any way that feels right for you. You're safe. You're okay. And you're here. And then I'm just going to switch to the other wrist, the other hand, so opening your eyes if they're closed. And just finding it on your other, I've got my watch on. Here we go, find it on the other, so 3 fingers down. And between the bone and the ligament. Again, just bringing it down so it can rest on your legs, on the ground. Maybe some gentle circles, maybe there's stillness. And here, just inviting in an intention for the practice. For these few moments that we're going to spend together. That you're intentionally looking after yourself with however you're feeling coming into this. How do you want to feel at the end? Or any other intention that comes to mind for you throughout this practice today. Just a couple more breaths here. And again, just letting go slowly, opening your eyes, maybe rolling the shoulders back. And we're going to move into our first yin pose, which is dragon, or high dragon. So I'm just going to quickly set a timer on my watch so we don't go over. So coming to an all-four position, like so. If you have any blocks, I'll show you an option with them there, but don't worry, you don't need them for this. Come into a kneeling position, and it's essentially we're looking at a low lunge. So bringing the right foot forward to where the right hand is and pushing ourselves up. So just seeing if we can maybe shuffle that front foot forward, and then we're just gonna slowly drop our weight into that front leg. Now we should feel down the front hand side of the left, the hip flexor, the quad, that nice stretch there. You might feel a release through the outer right hip here as well. If you have any sensitive knees, you can place a towel or another mat under your back knee, so that's more comfortable. We're not going into a low dragon today. We're going to be holding a high dragon, so your hands can rest on your knees. If you do have blocks that you're wanting to use, you've also got this option here to place them directly under your shoulders, there or thereabouts. And we're just going to keep a nice straight back. So here we're working our liver meridian and our kidney meridian. Our liver meridian is where we can hold, when it's unbalanced, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, and what we might be kind of hearing and seeing. And in our kidney meridian, in Chinese medicine, it's where we hold our reserve, our energy reserves, our qi, kind of our life force. So when these are out of balance, we can feel very quick to anger, frustration, and hold on to that and let it loop, let it spiral. And we can also feel low in energy. And I know I have over the last couple of days. So by holding this pose, we are able to help balance that out, to release that frustration, the anger, and to nurture and encourage our energy reserves to be there for us, to renew, to revitalize. We're not going to be holding here for too long. We're nearly at 2 minutes. And then we're going to slowly, just wherever we are, whether our hands on blocks or on our knees, we're going to just bring our hands to the floor. And we're going to bring that right foot back and move the blocks out of the way. And we're going to go to the other side. So bringing the left foot forward to where the left hand was, coming up, maybe shuffling that left foot forward. And again, we're just going to slowly sink. This might be enough. I can feel it actually here already on my front left hip flexor, just from some horse riding I did the other day. And just coming to where it feels comfortable. Again, with your your hands on your knees. Or maybe if you do have blocks, they can be on your blocks here as well. Again, if it feels safe to do so and comfortable, closing down the eyes. Dragon for me is an interesting pose. It's the most yang pose of yin. We can feel the fire, we can feel maybe some resistance to holding this. And I purposely chose this for the meridians that I mentioned, but also for me, it's a good practice to be able to know that you can hold two things at the same time. So this is quite an intense and quite a resistful for me shape and pose to hold. But in the stillness and just finding the comfort or being okay with the discomfort, finding the comfort in the discomfort. Seeing if we can slow our breath, slow our breathing, knowing that our bodies can hold us here. It's quite similar in just what is in the news and everything at the moment around being able to hold nuance. And two things can be true. Again, just slowing down the breath. We've got another 30 seconds here. Accepting that we're here for another few seconds. And we're going to be coming out very soon. Taking one more deep breath here. And releasing, bringing the hands down to the floor. And then bringing the knee back. Now coming into melting heart. So we're still in this kneeling position. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly walk our hands forward. Or maybe they slide if you're on a slippy surface. So our bottom half of our body is going to stay the same. So if you can see here, my hips are kind of above my knees. We want that to stay the same. We are not going to be sitting back. We're staying up. And we're just going to let our hands maybe walking, maybe sliding over in front of us. And you should feel a really nice release across our shoulders, across the top of the back, down our arms, and in melting heart we are stimulating our lung and heart meridians. So our heart meridian, as you might kind of guess, it's where we can invite love, self-compassion, self-kindness to ourselves. And it's where we can also send and share love and compassion to others around us, to people in other countries and areas of the world that we don't know. In our lung meridian, lung is where we hold grief. Grieving what is happening around the world, what we're seeing, what we're hearing. Just being able to balance these out, to let go, and to nurture these so we're not out of balance. And that we can continue on and just be with ourselves, not in a destructive or self-destructive way. That might not be intentionally. But maybe getting stuck into a loop of fear, of anger, of not knowing what to do. Again, we're going to slowly walk our hands back, coming out of the pose. Sitting back down onto our heels. Now, if you do have a bolster or a pillow or a couple of pillows nearby, this can be a nice time to bring them in. So moving into child's pose, or restorative child's pose. So sitting back onto our heels, widening our knees so our knees are wider than our hips. If you do have some pillows or cushions, you can place them in front of you and just let your body sit or lie down over the top. Your arms can be soft. If you don't have a bolster, again, you can quite simply just come forward and laying down. Steadying your breathing, closing down the eyes. This is a really nice pose and time to hold for integration. Maybe doing a quick body scan and just seeing if there's anywhere in the body where you are holding a lot of tension. And just seeing if you can ask that part, that muscle, that joint, that maybe bone, like whatever it is. Just ask, can we soften here? Can we soften a little bit further? Can we relax a little bit further? And then just do a round 2 of a body scan again. Where else now can I invite a little bit more softness into my body? Maybe into my forehead if it's scrunching up. Are my lips tight? Is my jaw clenched? Are my shoulders tight? What would it feel like if I fully relaxed, knowing that I'm held? And surrendering into this shape for the next few breaths. Taking one last big inhale here through the nose and sighing it out. I'm going to slowly open your eyes if they're closed, placing the palms of your hands on the floor, walking yourself backwards, pushing up. If you've got any pillows or bolster, just moving them out the way. And coming to a seated position again. So we're just going to end on some more pranayama on Brahmari breath. This is a great one for being able to drop into our body, to calm, to regulate our nervous system. We're going to be creating a humming noise on the exhale, which is very good for our vagal nerve our vagus nerve that runs from our neck all the way down and helps us get into our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest. So bringing your thumbs, we're going to place the thumbs over the flaps of your ears. So we're not going to stick them in the ear, just over the kind of the flaps there. And when we inhale, we're going to inhale through the nose. On the exhale, we're going to hum it out for as long as you can. We're going to close the eyes as well, again, if that feels safe to do so. So it'd look like this. Inhaling. And we're going to do 8 rounds of that. Okay, so coming to a comfortable position, placing again the thumbs over the flaps. You can, if you'd like to as well, to make it further inwardly drawn, is placing your hands over your eyes, just gently, maybe your pinky fingers just placing at the side of the nostrils. And we're just going to do 8 rounds in your own time. We're going to have different exhales. And beginning now, inhale. When you've finished, keeping the eyes closed, releasing the hands down to your thighs. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths into the belly again here. And on the exhale, we're going to sigh it out. Again, inhale. Slowly opening your eyes. Just taking a couple of minutes here. Remember, you can come back to any part of this practice or take one part away to you for you to use at any time. But hopefully you're feeling more grounded, more calm, more able to hold what you've been feeling a little bit more. Just remember we need to look after ourselves, in these times when we're intaking a lot of distressing things. So be kind to yourself, please be kind to others around you, and if there's anyone that you think would benefit from this, then please share it to them. Otherwise, go on with your day, go on with your lives, be kind, and please also just remember how incredibly lucky you are with the people lottery, that you're able to jump on to a YouTube and you have the space and the time to look after yourself when a lot of people in the world don't. So thank you. I'll see you soon, and go well.